What's up, everybody? Chad here for our 67th edition of Taco Tuesday, and today I just wanted to start by thanking you all very much for your continued support. A week ago today, on the 4th of July, we did hit 3,000 subscribers on the channel, and that's a pretty big landmark considering the size of our channel at the moment. And we hope that the channel will continue to grow and catch on as we bring new content. We're always trying to think of different things that we can do to set ourselves apart from what we began to be, which obviously was a Tacoma related channel, talking about our third gen Tacomas, how we've been getting along with them, our experiences with our service intervals, our recalls, TSBs, everything like that. And over the course of this time that we've had the channel and whatnot, we've brought in a new addition, which was this 1991 Toyota Land Cruiser that we've been working on and helping out and trying to remedy certain issues with cooling and all sorts of things. And we're really excited for the experience. We're not in it for all that much considering what it is, and we're just very excited for the future of this channel, and we just have you all to thank for it. It's just been a wonderful experience so far, especially since I've been brought in to help out and bring more and more content such as these Taco Tuesdays. If you've noticed, we've been taking some sort of turns. 1 week it will be Bandit doing it, and then maybe another video, and then the next week it'll be me and another weekend video of some sort. We enjoy doing that. It's actually worked out really well considering we both are pretty busy this summer, and it just all in all has really worked out, and it's been a great experience. So thank you all very much. As far as news goes this week, last week Toyota did officially open their new headquarters in Plano, Texas, which is just outside of Dallas, and it seems like Toyota is trying to kind of rally all of their troops, per se, in the heart of Texas there, where a good bit of their manufacturing facilities are, such as the one that produces Tacomas and Tundras jointly. And all of their different employees, I guess, have been trying to be put more into this, headquarters of sorts there in Texas, being brought down from Michigan, from Louisiana, all these other places. And you do have Toyota Motor Manufacturing in Alabama, which of course, those manufacturing facilities are still in place. They are out of the state of Texas, and they still have their full employees, but a lot of their R&D takes place there. And actually, something interesting, this Toyota headquarters, this new building, and it might be on top of a parking garage, but there is the largest solar array there on top of it in the state of Texas, from what I understand. Toyota has for many years now been going more green, per se, more environmentally friendly. So it only makes sense that they would do this there at their manufacturing facility. In addition to that little bit of Toyota news, the 2019 Corolla has been spotted all over the world kind of testing, and we say it's the 2019 version because it's too soon for them to quite redesign it and call it a 2018 model. So we'll probably just be getting what we've been having this year as a 2018 model, maybe some very minor changes. If anything, it will probably just be the price that may differentiate a little bit. But for 2019, it may be a whole new generation of Corolla. It will be using the new TNGA platform architecture. That is Toyota New Global Architecture that the current CHR uses, the Camry. There may be one more on the Toyota list. I can't quite remember, but they're using this global architecture, which is a very it's like a platform that is very easily used for different size vehicles. So like you can vary from the Corolla to the Camry to the CHR, which are all relatively small, but they do each, as you go on, step up a little bit in size and use. A mid-size sedan versus a entry-level sedan, and then a front-wheel drive based miniature crossover, per se, for the CHR. But what's very interesting about this is the usage of this TNGA platform is that all-wheel drive is a capability. It's much easier to implement an all-wheel drive system in this, and they use it in the CHR across the ocean over in the UK and Europe, where the CHR has already been released prior to the US version. Unfortunately, ours is only front-wheel drive as of right now, and you can only get one power plant. I believe hybrid will be on the way, but over there in Europe, a lot of people option it out so you can have a 1.2 liter turbo, which Toyota has access to. And of course, if you know Toyota, over here in the United States, we haven't had any turbo option for a good while for any of the lineup, which you know, a lot of people are wondering why Toyota stays away from that, or diesel, and they just stay to, you know, regular petrol engines or hybrid engines, which, you know, isn't such a bad thing. You know, Toyota has really found its niche in, you know, those markets, and once they find something that works out, they do it, you know, such as the old Toyota engine that was in the second generation Tacoma and some of the Tundras, the V6, the 4-liter that it had access to. It was what we would consider a bulletproof motor, because, you know, they had it for years, and, you know, there really weren't all that many problems with it. So Toyota has just kind of found what they want to do, and I don't know if we'll see any diesel power plants or anything like that, but I'm getting off topic. Anyways, Toyota does have access to a 1.2 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder that they could very well stick into a more performance-oriented Corolla if they would perhaps want to enter that segment, a more of a performance-oriented small sedan, which a lot of other manufacturers are currently, you know, utilizing and have had much success with. But this is all speculation. I'm not exactly sure if they'll go that direction, but it's just interesting that with this Corolla, they may be using this new platform that they could easily utilize all-wheel drive, or very well pack in a very small 4-cylinder. In other automotive news, Elon Musk did send a picture out there on social media of a production Model 3 that we will be seeing here very soon. Deliveries will be made through, I believe, the third quarter and fourth quarter of this year, to those who had actually gotten their orders put in rather early. It sounds like there were several thousand people that had put in orders for their Model 3s, and for good reason, because this is the first Tesla model out there that would be what I would consider more affordable. The starting price is about $35,000, which is about what I got out the door with for my truck. And, you know, that's very interesting, because Tesla has kind of put themselves out there as a premium, very forward-thinking company. You know, you are getting all the nice leather appointments in the interior, lots of autonomous features for driving, which, you know, is very new to the market, and a lot of people aren't quite comfortable with it yet, but it takes this type of forward thinking to get other manufacturers to push themselves into this direction that we are going in, which ultimately will lead to all-electric vehicles. And, you know, for the time being, what you're getting out of these all-electric vehicles is, for the most part, a range between 200 and 300 miles, but I wouldn't be surprised if in the future, you know, they implement different types of solar panels and all these types of different things that I can speculate for forever. You know, we just speculate until it actually happens. But that's the direction that, you know, Tesla's going with all of this, and it wouldn't surprise me if the Tesla company was still around in 50 years. You know, there are some companies out there that just did not last very long, or, you know, people just kill off these different brands. You know, GM, for instance, got rid of Pontiac and Saturn and all these different, you know, companies that just because they didn't last all that long, or they weren't necessary. It's almost like shedding weight. But anyways, it's just a very interesting time to be alive, and an automotive enthusiast, because, you know, you see these different things happening, and you see companies going to all-electric vehicles or hybrid vehicles, which isn't all that surprising, because climate change is always, you know, a conversation. People are like always wanting to better the environment and, you know, try to save on fuel and all these different things. And as of right now, it's something that, you know, it will come. We're more used to just having these vehicles that, you know, you're having to change your oil in, and, you know, you want the biggest V8. There's no replacement for displacement, and that's always going to be around, I would say, especially for us enthusiasts. But in general, automotive manufacturers accepting of it over time. And the more and more I've learned about the Tesla company, the more I support them and the more I'm interested in, because it's definitely, you know, something that we're going to be pushing more for in the coming years. So let me know what you think down in the comments about all of this, because it's a very controversial topic that people are always going to be talking about. You know, why are we going to all electric? We've been fine. All these companies have gotten good at making, you know, vehicles and engines and transmissions and all these different things. But, you know, this is just the world we live in, and, you know, change is imminent. So anyways, thank you all very much for watching. That's about all I have for this week. So have a fantastic week, and I'll catch you next time.